Early childhood education and care are two areas of focus for Mile High United Way, and I want to learn how they're offering support to families in Colorado. They're one of my favorite organizations. We have Chief Strategy Officer Chelsea Carver here, who I love, and of course we have Catalina Gonzalez, Director of HIPPY and Community Engagement, and we're going to talk about what HIPPY is, because it's all peace, man. Okay, so Chelsea, early child care is a very important part of your work, which is amazing, and the mission, really, at Mile High United Way. What makes this such a priority for you guys?
I love that question, because when you think about a baby doesn't show up anywhere on their own.
Right.
They're a part of a family who's struggling with housing, food insecurity, all of those things. And then when you think about, 90% of a child's brain is done being formed by age 5.
Is that right?
That is right. And so when you think about what it means to set a child up for success.
Oh, it's the early
If you're not hitting at the very beginning, that's a generation. That's the trajectory for that child. And so for us, really trying to get in on that ground floor and make sure that that family and that child are set up is of utmost importance.
And right now, especially with affordability, gas price, I mean, all of this, let's be very real here. How do you address those challenges and the needs? Like, what are you offering?
Totally. Well, I think there's a couple of things. I am blessed to work for an incredible organization that values data.
Yeah.
I'm married to an accountant, so like data is very important in my house.
Sexy.
You know it. But we have our 211 help center, right? And more than 200,000 Coloradans called last year asking for help. And that's things from, I can't pay my rent, I can't afford gas, food's too expensive. Diapers, the whole thing. But when you think about those data points, then it allows us to make really smart decisions about what families need. And so what we heard was 3 things. First and foremost, people who want their child in a daycare, in licensed childcare. So we're addressing that. The second one is informal care. So like, I want my mom to watch my kid. I want my neighbor, my auntie. And then the third one, which I actually love the most, is what HIPPY is, and it's making sure that parents have the support they need to be their child's best and first teacher. And so that's really, when you think about early childhood, the 3 different strategies we look at to make sure babies are cared for in whatever place makes most sense for their family.
Right, and sometimes it is the auntie, and sometimes it's not.
Totally.
Okay, Catalina, I said in the intro, you're director of HIPPY, as Chelsea said too. It's an acronym for Home Instruction for Parents of Preschool Youngsters. It's a great name. Share more about what the program is and how it's helping families.
Yes, definitely. With the HIPPY program, we partner with parents, and we support them so they can become the first and most important teachers of their little ones. So we have family advocates that go and visit our families once a week for a whole program school year.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it's a 30-week curriculum. And what we do is we role play out that activities from the curriculum with parents, because we know that the parents learn by doing things, but then our little ones learn by having that special time with their parents. So when we leave the home, that's when parents get together with their little ones. That's when they can do math activities, science activities, reading, and lots of fun activities that we do with our HIPPY curriculum. So pretty much our families have that one-on-one person that supports them.
And they can trust that. That's so important.
Yes.
And I love that it's for the whole school year.
For the school year.
I mean, that is like, if you come once, you're like, well, what is that going to help? But that consistency is everything. Any personal experiences you guys can share with us about a family or anything like that that you've helped out?
Oh, maybe I start and then you go.
Yeah, let's hear.
My favorite one actually came from our HIPPY graduation 2 years ago. So you've got these, as you saw, the little babies in their caps and gowns, but we do a really awesome thing where we allow parents to come up and say a couple words about their kids before they get their diploma. And one of the dads got up there and just is in tears. And what he said to his son was, I am so proud that you get to imagine a life that I never got to.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
I was pretty much, I told Catalina I was basically mashed potatoes.
Oh my gosh.
But that's what you want, right? You want to give your child everything that you never had. And so I loved it. But I know you have some beautiful ones too.
Definitely, yeah. We have so many, but one that comes in mind right now, it's of one of our families that are going to be graduating next month. This mom started in the program 4 years ago.
Oh, wow.
When she started the program, we went to her house and we start showing her all that activities. And then she's like, but I don't know how to read.
Oh, wow.
And we said, do not worry, we're going to learn together, and this is something that we can do. So after 4 years, now she's reading. Now she's doing so many good things that now her son is ready to go to kindergarten next fall. So now she's able to read letters
Books.
and exactly, and also like now she can go to look for schools for her son.
wow.
And now after all of that, reading became a habit for them in their house. Now they have books, and now husband is also reading. This is so funny, but the other day, the husband called her, and she was working, and then she's like, have you read? And then he's like, no, I'm going to call Miss Juanita. So, you know, that now it's the
Unbelievable.
whole family
Yes.
involved.
That's so wonderful.
Yes.
That's amazing. Well, you guys can support the work of Mile High United Way. You can also find some time to volunteer. It really does fill your cup if you do give back. To learn more about programs like HIPPY for early childhood education, if that's your thing, go to unitedwaydenver.org, or as Chelsea said, just dial 211. If you need help, that's why they're here. Thank you both for being here today. We'll be right back.